Donita, how are you? I'm so happy to see you again kahit sa Zoom lang. How are you?
Oh, Kuya Lhar, first and foremost, you have been there through all the major milestones of my life. And so last night when you asked me if I was available, it just so happens that today's the first time that I'm taking a day off in a while. And sabi ko, it's perfect timing. So last minute, here we are. I would always make time for you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so how's life?
I was in the Bay Area for 7 months with my brother.
Okay.
Then I finalized my contract and then I moved to LA. So I've been here for about almost 5 months now. Yeah.
So how's life in LA?
It's great. I feel like LA looks nice on me. It's the Bay Area has beautiful weather. It's a lot cooler. And then of course most of my family's there. So there's this nostalgia of, just I don't know. I just don't know how to describe it. There's something so surreal about being in the Bay Area. But career-wise, I think things are a little bit better here for me. There's more opportunity. I'm getting all sorts of inquiries left and right for things. And at this point, I just really need to get settled with my current job. And then I can start thinking about, doing things on the side.
Mm-hmm. So what are you busy with right now?
Okay, so I am now a full-time employee, of Island Pacific Supermarkets. They have 19 branches here in the US, and this is owned by Nino Jefferson Lim, who is the husband of Krista Ranillo. So yeah, and I am their corporate R&D chef.
So pinakinabangan mo talaga yung pagiging chef mo.
Oo, nagugulat talaga ang mga tao sa akin kasi nakikita nila ako doon almost every day, and I interact with all of the customers. Because right now what I do is I develop the recipes for all of our test kitchens.
What food do you you always prepare?
Okay, well, with research and development or R&D, I'm always developing new recipes. That's the fun part about it. I mean, there's positives and challenges. The challenge there is the stress level is a little bit high in the sense that mataas ang expectation sa akin. So it's kind of like reinventing the wheel. Sinigang is sinigang. How do you make sinigang new? So nandun lang yung stress level na yun. And then when you're developing a recipe, you keep tasting it and then parang nakakasawa tapos ayaw mo na siyang kainin, but you have to finish the project. So you have to find creative ways. Like one of the things I do is I brush my teeth, and I'm there in the kitchen, and then people are like, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna brush my teeth." They're like, "Why are you brushing your teeth 4 times a day?" It's like, well, because I need to cleanse my palate and I need to eat something different. It's crazy, but I'm really having the time of my life. I never thought na, kasi when you're in your early 20s, syempre yung mga MTV days, naalala mo yun? I was all over the place, traveling from country to country, always something new happening. I never thought that would be a possibility in my life in my 40s. So now it's like I'm always doing something new, and I'm still interacting with Filipinos kasi syempre ang community natin is mostly Filipino. So but now may foreign market na rin. So I'm educating the foreigners, yung mga asawa ng mga Pinoy, parang yung mga hindi talagang sanay sa Filipino food. Tapos kakausapin ko sila and I would say, you know what, binagoongan is a staple in the Philippines. You should actually open your mind to it. And then they would try it and they'd be like, oh, I never thought that I could say that I'd like that. Kasi yung smell niya hindi matugma sa lasa. So yun, I'm really having the time of my life again, and I never thought I would get to this point.
Okay. And you said that you're also on the look for other opportunities. Does it have something to do with the acting or performance?
You know, I always joke, and I laugh at my own joke. This is so embarrassing. I laugh at my own joke, but I always say that dahil alam mo naman, Kuya Lhar, you've been there for me through every phase in my life, the ups and the downs, and you were there in Singapore when I gave birth, and then my wedding, you covered the wedding, and then of course I went through separation, divorce, and all that. It's like I've been through so much in my life that nagpapasalamat ako sa mga trials and tribulations kasi napakagaling ko nang umiyak. Doon ako tumatawa sa sarili ko kasi dati puro mga action, mga comedy. Pag may crying scene ako, hanggang isang eksena lang umiyak, ayoko na. Pero now it's like, grabe na yung pagmamalasakit ko sa tao. Alam mo yung when somebody sheds a tear, I shed 10 tears for them kasi I know what it feels like to go through pain. So the answer to that is definitely I would love to still pursue acting. My entire life has always been juggling several balls at the same time. It's like acting, hosting, inspirational talks, cooking, makeup, fashion, host, like all sorts of things. So that's always been the joy of what I do. It's being able to do different things and I could never, when I first came to the US, I tried an office job for 3 days and I was pumped up on so much coffee because I just couldn't keep my eyes open. I was so bored to death. And nagpapasalamat din ako na nagawa ko yun kasi then I realized, oh my gosh, these jobs are what I was meant to do with my life. So hopefully it's not just gonna be all culinary kasi nakaka-boring din pag minsan.
So do you go to auditions now?
Well, so far, I've only done one audition, pero that wasn't something that I sought out because syempre, pag galing kang Pilipinas, normally, ikaw ang tinatawagan, tatawag sila sa manager mo. And then, of course, in the later days, or, it was more of, kung mag-audition ka, they would call your manager and set it up for you. I've done a few of those, but I've never truly been comfortable with me initiating, going out there and putting myself out there and saying, hopefully they get me. So medyo naninibago ako sa auditions, but I've only done one and they contacted me, which was a huge surprise. It was for a baking show to be parang the co-host. Of course, they didn't call me back. So, I don't know if they got somebody else na or if maybe it's just something in the pipeline, but sana matuloy siya. It would be a dream come true for me to be on a TV show doing cooking. So, yun pa.
Is there a project na pwedeng i-offer sa'yo that will make you go back to the Philippines?
Well, I'm not closing my doors to the Philippines. Ang problema lang talaga is that my entire family is here in the US. So my whole life, I've been there in the Philippines without my family. So pag bakasyon lang, minsan in the beginning it was twice a year, and then it became once a year, and then it became every other year. And when I came back during the pandemic, I just realized how much I missed my family. So one of the reasons why I feel so much happier now is because I have a bigger support system, and of course in my family. So I think going back to the Philippines naman is not a problem because I love the Philippines. I have so many close friends, people I can always count on, like yourself. Now, if I ever needed anything from you, I know I could call you. I don't have that kind of support here, but my family is like my foundation. So it's my entire life. That's always been my dilemma. My love for the Philippines and my love for family back here. So we'll see. But definitely, I would love to go back home. I just feel like being in the Philippines, especially during the pandemic, hindi consistent ang income, and nahirapan ako as a single mother trying to, raise a child on my own. It was really tough.
Do you also get to see other artistas like sina Princess na naka-base sa LA, and of course nakikita mo si Krista. Do you see other stars too? Like si Princess?
You know what's funny is that, well, I guess it's because of the pandemic, but I'm spending more time communicating with our celebrity friends, especially the ones that are here at the moment. So see Princess, I haven't seen her physically yet, but we've been planning. Sabi ko, pag medyo may day off na talaga ako. So today was not really a planned day off for me. And then I saw Ruby because she came to the soft launch of Chirp and Oink. Sino pa? Of course, Rufa Mequinto, si LJ Moreno. They were here a few days ago. They featured me on the Wonder Mamas. Those are my friends off screen also. And then, sino pa ba? I know I'm missing. Tonji, of course, works with Island Pacific as well. She's our marketing, so I've seen her a couple of times already, and nakapag-hangout din kami na walang trabaho. So yun yung maganda. I'm now friends with a guy named Greggy Soriano, I think his last name is. Yeah, he's kind of like a big time baker here in the US. Sino pa ba? Am I missing out on anyone? Yeah. I can't think of others at the moment, but yeah.
How's JP?
Oh, he's doing well. He's now 16, going on 17 in a few days. His birthday is July 22, and he'll be visiting me here on the 26th. He'll be here for 35 days. And if you're wondering, like, why does he not live with you? He's now staying with his dad. Since I moved here to LA, he decided that it was time that he went and stayed with his dad for a while, because he needs a father figure in his life at this point in time. And in the beginning I was really heartbroken because syempre I want him with me until he's ready for college, but I know that he needs this, so I'm okay with it. And actually in a way mas close kami ngayon kasi namamiss niya ako. So lagi siyang tumatawag. Kahit walang kwento, gusto niya nakatingin lang siya sa akin. And then I'm like, okay, are you done talking? Can I go now? So it's nice. I like it. I think, of course I would prefer him to be with me, but I'm okay naman. I'm happy.
Ayun. So, do you have any message for, of course, you still have fans here, who would like, in fact, they were the ones who asked us to do a feature on you because they need
you said Yahoo?
No, they asked us, your fans.
Oh,
you
okay,
still
sorry.
have your supporters.
Oh, yeah. Well, I miss being home back in the Philippines, but at the same time, I feel like I'm still home just because there's a lot of Filipinos out here who are also supporting me. People who drive from all parts of California just to come and see me. Sometimes nga, pag kunyari, let's say day off ko, tatawagan ako ng manager ng store, tapos sabi niya, Miss D, meron mga bumisita sa'yo dito from San Diego, or like they would say other places na hinahanap-hanap ka talaga. So I would get dressed and go to work just to see them kasi naawa ko sa kanila. But yeah, I am a Filipino at heart, even though medyo mukha akong mistisang bangos. And I will never forget my roots back home in the Philippines. So I miss all of you back home. Thank you for requesting for me to be interviewed by none other than the very talented and very wonderful Lhar Santiago.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you very much, Donita. Thank you for giving us time and giving us an update on how you're doing. At least alam ko na you're now in LA. You're working.
Yes.
Sa,
Doing well.
yeah. Okay. So, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kuya Lhar, that you follow me on Instagram. That's Dash of Donita. On Laika, it's Real Donita Rose. And then, of course, I'm on Facebook and Twitter as well. So, Kuya Lhar, maraming salamat sa iyo. And abangan niyo po soon. I'm, trying to work on another YouTube channel because I lost access to my other channel. But I'm going to be working on that so I can start focusing on culinary again.
What
So
do you
thank you.
Yeah, by the way, what do you miss most in the Philippines?
What do I miss? I miss my celebrity friends. I miss the fans back home. I mean, I don't really have family there because they're all here. But yeah, I just miss my family, friends, and fans.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kuya Lhar. Love you so much.